This has never happened to me before. I joined a group with a random person, and as you can see, it won't even let me leave the group. Also, okay. They're in town, huh? Wait, they're in Stone Falls. Exactly where I started from. Let's see if I travel somewhere else. Will it make me or help me to break that? Rivenspire. Sounds good. For all I know, the guy's in my fucking bank stealing everything. Okay. Let's see if I can leave it now. Nope, still. This is a fucking hack. Or something. It won't let me invite anyone to a group. I do not have permission to fucking invite someone to a group. Okay, now let's see where this guy is. Wow, look at there. He doesn't even show up on the map. Oh, there he is, right there. Inside the town, I guess. I hope he's not at the bank. I'm probably just being fucking paranoid right now, but... Nope, sorry buddy, I'm not doing it. Nope. Ah, he's invisible. Where is he? Why is he teabagging? Huh. This is ridiculous. I joined a group with a random person, can't even get out of the group. I've never had that kind of glitch. So I'm gonna join and try another character. Go to my bank, make sure everything's alright. I don't know if I'm being hacked, but I don't think I am. Okay, let's see. Aerodon. Nope. It's crazy. It's like a hack or something. Hey, my dad's gonna be up there, your grandfather, between the 10th and the 14th of August. And while he's there, I guess he'd like you to visit, or he could visit you. Whichever way. So he made it to my channel, huh? Alright, let me see. What's up?
Well, you should play it more, because this game's amazing.
Yeah. Who is this?
Who else?
Okay.
The Mrs., the one and only Baby Doll.
If you say so. Alright, baby doll.
I'll give you a bite freer than his. I'll pay you to bite, so for me to bite, yeah.
I'm sorry, what? Yeah.
I'm right here, Earth. I look cooler. Admit it.
Yeah, I don't know yet, man. I haven't made up my mind.
What the hell are you wearing?
Some made up stuff.
Is it a costume or is that actual armor?
It's actual armor. What kind is yours?
Mine's packed.
Not bad.
Sick as hell.
I don't know the name offhand of mine, but
well, here's the sad part. I'm all wearing Dominion. You're Ebenar packed, and I'm wearing your armor.
Got you. Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know what mine is that I'm wearing, but my
looks
other
like wolf. Looks like Skin Changer.
Yeah, it could be. I'm not quite sure though. I mean, I have a character that is all I do is craft. I'd have to check. It was just something random I did.
I hate doing just random pieces of armor. I like a full set.
No. I mean, it's a full training set. But it's just for training though.
I'm sitting here on my tank right now.
Yeah, actually, I wouldn't say it's a training set. This is before I made training sets, but each piece has a training emerald on it. That's about it. But it's not actually a set. That's what I do now, though.
I just got a full set of 150 purple gear with purple glyphs, so for 47k.
Damn, not bad.
That's why you just got good guilds.
Yeah, I hear you. Those are important. I gotta go check my guild bank. I'm actually on this character because I joined a group with some random guy, and now I can't even get out of it. Every time I go to hit leave group, it won't let me.
Yeah, that's my problem. That's everyone's problem at this point in time.
Ah, okay.
No one can leave groups. Voice chat's barely working. Everything's pretty glitchy right now. I just got kicked from the game a few minutes ago.
Yeah, that happened to me too. And then I tried to start it up again, and it's put me in a queue, which never happened before.
To get this right, seriously, ZeniMax needs to fix their fucking game. Those people, because it's really stupid how these fucking things work. And where the hell did I put my iPod?
I think they need a way bigger server too. I mean, all the money they're making, they should be able to afford it.
It's not that. It's just they said they fixed 30,000 times.
I've never had a problem like this before, so I don't know. I mean, it's usually smooth sailing, but today I'm having a problem.
I'm still having those random loading screens out of nowhere. Like 30,000 patches ago.
Yeah, I don't really have that problem. I mean, except for today. Well, I'm gonna go to the bank, make sure I didn't get robbed, because not being able to leave a group and asking somebody to, or, you know what's funny is, if no one can disband a group, then all the times I ask them to doesn't mean anything. See you later, man. It's been a while since you played this game, huh? A lot of stuff you can get in this game. All kind of gear. It's going to take more money to hold it all than anything. Make more and more space in your bank, on your person. And you can sell a lot of it too, make some pretty good money. Then there's all your let's see, there's pieces you get when you go into dungeons, like 2-piece sets. Yeah, you usually get a head, and then once you finish a quest, you get a shoulder. Then there's the guild bank. 407. Bank capacity is 500, but there's 407 in there right now. and they're all pieces that go together. These are the ones that don't belong in sets, and these are the ones that do, because each piece adds value to the set. You can put anything in there. Alright, since I see that's alright, I'm going to change characters. If it lets me. I know last time last time I didn't have these many characters. Oh, you mean, yeah, you can trade with people as far as gear. You can trade with people. But, let's see. Yeah, dude, they got gear that can keep you alive for a long time. Like, let me see. See these different characters I got? I mean, 11, 5, 8, 13, 29, 17, 21, 24, 50, which actually means 433. All you got to do is rank a character from 1 to 50, and once he hits 50, he starts getting the what do you call it? Champion points. And as you can see, he's champion points 433. And let me show you what that's all about. Once you get your character to level 50, the champion point system is going to unlock for him. Like I said, once your character hits level 50, the champion point thing opens up for him. That's this right here, champion points. You go in and here you go, Siphoner. When you deal damage with a light or heavy attack, you decrease the enemy's movement, health, magicka, and stamina recovery. Reduce the cost of sprint, reduce the cost of bash. Then you got the increase your stamina recovery, increase your health recovery, increase your healing done, increase the damage and healing of your critical strikes with magicka abilities. When you block 3 spells within 10 seconds of each other, your next magicka ability used within 5 seconds will always be a critical strike. Increase your spell penetration. All these little things. Increase your damage done with enemies with a damage shield. Increase your damage and healing of your critical strikes with stamina abilities by 25%. And each one of these points is basically another level. So you see, not only did I hit level 50, but then I hit level 433. So if you take the 50 and add it to 433, that's my actual level. It stops showing at level 50 as far as, well, it'll show, let's see, I'll show you. Oops. Get stamina off their dead bodies. Yeah, so as you see, the gear set I'm wearing is Helmet of the Night Mother. The first piece adds 802 max stamina. Divines increases the Mundus Stone effect, which is a stone that when you go to a location like within here, let's see if there's one nearby. Let's see. Nope, not here, but I'll show you one on the map. This is the map, world map, and all the different places you can go. And each one of these you can spawn on if you have the money. One of the stones, or one of the Mundus stones I went to, is right here. Or no, not the ritual. I have the warrior, and then I have another one, but not that one. There's one in East March, right here. It's called the Thief, but I don't see it on the map. I should actually go and, yeah, let's see here. Inventory. See, the Mundus Stone effect is this. You go to character, and under character it shows you, that's the status effect right there. Increase your weapon and spell crit by 3,506. Then I have the increase the critical damage done by 17%. You're only allowed to get one of these usually, but the set I'm wearing is called Jack of the Twice Born, which the second piece gives you 1,027 health, third piece gives you 933 stamina, fourth piece gives you 933, which means you have to be wearing the next piece in order to get the next bonus. 5 pieces, you can have 2 Mundus Stone boons at the same time. And because of that, my character, if you go to the top, will show you my weapon critical is at 82.5%, which means I do a lot of damage. I went all the way from 0 weapon crit to 82.5, and that's due to, so you see the health, stamina, and magical on that. The 5 pieces don't do any damage at all. They just allow me to have 2 boons. The boons themselves, one gives me 3,506 critical strike, and the other gives me 17% critical. And a boon, here, let me see, I'll travel to one. Or actually, I'm going to find one that I haven't located here on this, oh, I can't afford it, huh? Yeah, I got a lot of money on another character. Let me find the, yeah, there's one right there. See that triangle right there? You can usually map or select where you want to go just by hitting the square or whatever in whatever area you want. So, where's that bridge at? I want to go that way. Ah, okay. I'm near Skyreach, which is that dungeon right there. You can have a big group of people and go in there and fight all kind of creatures. It's a lot of damage. But after you kill the bosses, they drop a lot of good stuff. Like all the sets and stuff that you see in my bank, and all the good pieces that protect you and stuff like that, that's where they came from. Oh, someone's battling. You can fight other people. That's what happens right there. They created a new character called the Guardian. Yeah, wow. See, they have pets. He's got a guardian. You can have a bear at your side and like some kind of form of a bird. A sorcerer, you can have a astronaut, which is a gigantic boulder monster. You can have a little imp monkey, which looks... You can have all kind of pets in here too that follow you around. It looks like that right there. But it can do damage to other characters. That character on the right is a Dragonite. He's wearing a beast, part of a beast set. It protects. It actually, I think, gives him health and stops him from taking a lot of damage. Yeah, he's got an advantage in this fight wearing that monster piece set. It's only 2 pieces though. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot harder to damage him. But damn. Let's see. Oh yeah, where was I going? Oh yeah, I wanted to show you that boon. Okay, so I'm going to East March, which is right up here. The boon should be somewhere down here. I haven't discovered it yet. While I'm there, I'll be able to show you one of the crafting stations. They have a lot of crafting. Like some of these sets that you see, you can actually craft them yourself once you get to a certain level of crafting. And man, there are all kind of different sets you can craft. Okay, let's see. Where I'm going should be like the bottom half, like over here somewhere. It'll show up and then I'll have to go by it to discover it. If you see something on your map and you don't go by it, then a lot of times it'll be harder for you to find it unless you're in that area. They got all kind of beasts, monsters, vampires. See, if it's yellow, that means it's not an enemy. There's all kind of stuff for you to mine too, like for crafting. There's enchanting stuff. There's creating things out of wood, like bows and staves, metals for building swords. It's a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, there's a way shrine over here. I'm gonna pick that up right quick. It's always good to pick up a way shrine because you can pick it up, or it allows you to travel a lot better. Yeah, traveling by way shrine is way better. There it is. It's called the Thief. It increases your critical strike. And if you're wearing Twiceborn, it's one of the items you probably want to have. Because then you can have the Thief, which adds a 3,506 crit, and then the Shadow, which increases your critical damage by 17%. Having those two together, I already have that one, so it's not going to activate. But let's see. It shows up on the map now, just because I went by it. Okay. So I'm going to go back to that way shrine. Looks like it didn't activate. When it's like that, it usually hasn't been activated. I didn't stay there long enough. There it goes. Solid white. That's how you know. Alright. Now I'm going to go back to Craiglorn. And you know what's funny is there's an area that you don't even see. Watch this. You go all the way out. All the way out. Boom. You see that spot right there? That's one spot, Tamriel. That's Cold Harbor. This is the place if you want to do a lot of fighting. There's swarms of enemies in here. Plus, there's dungeons in here, like in the pyramids and way up here. I haven't really gone a lot of places on this with this character, but a lot. The final quests are all in this area, Cold Harbor. See, what I do is when I first create a character, I make it easy for me to travel because I do this. Watch this. I hit start. If you join a guild, this is what it looks like. You go into social, you go into guilds, you hit the roster, bam, those are all the people that are online. Then, all these different locations, I travel to the player. Like if they're in Craiglorn, I go down, there you can whisper to them, I travel to the player, and I do that for all over until I pick up all the way, at least one way shrine in every location on the map. And that's the first thing I do when I first create a character. That way when I start sky shard hunting, it's easy for me to get around. Because sky shard hunting is the second thing I do with a character. That way I get experience and then I'm able to create a better base for that character. Because there are a lot of what do you call it? Like here's the skills. Look at that, just for those passives. It takes a lot of points just to fill in the passives of the abilities. Then if you're wearing medium armor, or let's say dual wield, you get that ability. Then it gets morphed. Once you've gotten it to its highest level, it morphs to another ability, and you get to choose between two different abilities. So you have to read in detail what it says for both, just to make the right choice. And then you got to do all this in here. So that's why I do sky shard hunting on my first character. Every character I create, I go into the roster of the guild, travel to every player, so I have at least one way shrine, and then I go sky shard hunting. Alright, let's see. I think I'm going to leave that character there. And I'm gonna check out another one. I have 13 different characters. And that's because there's so many different build types. There are a lot of different build types. Yeah, that would be nice. You can marry actual players though. If you find the right character or the right person, you can actually marry them. Ah, okay. That's like a mixture of GTA and Skyrim, huh? Some of these characters are not that good. Hmm. I think I already got what I needed from this place, but I'm gonna double check. They're on my back. No, I don't think I want to go that way. Oh crap. Go invisible. Go invisible. Go invisible. Go invisible. Go invisible. I'm out of... Alright, it's time to use my staff when I get the chance. Oh, whoops. See that shield, dude? It's hard for them to kill me. I'm wearing a set. They're probably gonna kill me. I mean, I'm not gonna have all that luck. Because the shield's gonna end and I'm gonna die. Ah, there it is. Look at that. Look at that shield. They should leave. I think they're gonna leave. Yeah. You know why I got that shield? Check this out. This is a set I created so that my new characters could have experience. See each piece. Increase experience gained by kills by 7%. I put that on each piece except for a couple where I just put increased gold gain by looting enemies. And then one Mundus Stone effect. But mostly get more kills by experience. Then the second piece adds the 767 health, the third 1,903 for resistance, and then 93 health recovery. But look at the fifth piece. When you take damage while you are under 30% health, you gain a damage shield that absorbs 9,300 damage for 8 seconds. And this effect can happen once every 15 seconds. So while they're beating up on me, if my health drops below 30%, I automatically get a damage shield that pops up where everything they're throwing at me is absorbed by the damage shield instead of me. So my health doesn't go down anymore unless I get so swarmed that with them all hitting me, I get more than 9,300 damage. Then I'll die. And that can happen with, what do you call it, the, what's it called? Here, let's see. Oh, time, effect over time, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So basically, if they put a whole bunch of spells on me that are going to explode in 5 seconds, that might do the damage of killing me. But anyway, that's what I like about this set. This is called the White Strake Boots set. And the place that this was created was in Shadowfen, in this area somewhere. I'll show you on another character when I get a chance. But let me go get this right quick. This right here allows me to get more skill points and unlock more stuff. See, look, I got one. What's funny is I could just fight a whole bunch of enemies and level up that way. But this isn't even leveling up. This is finding things that allow you to make your character better. Let's see. See, these are passives right here. After drinking a potion, I gain 10 ultimate. That's pretty cool. Oh, see, I can morph that now. This is the morph I was talking about earlier. Like, Force Shock. Right now it says focus all the elemental energies with your staff and blast an enemy for 1002 flame damage, 1002 frost, and 1002 shock, depending on what kind of staff you have. You can either have the flame, the frost, or the shock staff. And whichever one you got, it'll make 1002 damage. Now, once I've ranked this up to that level, Dragon Shout. I don't think so. It has an ability while you're fighting. Let's see. Oh, I'm level 7, so I can't show you. Once you get to level 10, it'll let you go and fight in Cyrodiil. There's a horn you can blow, which increases your stamina, magicka, and health abilities. Dragon Shout, I don't know. I don't think so. There could be one, but I haven't seen it. Because there's so many morphs. And there's so many abilities. It's a possible thing. Let's see. What was I going to do here? Yeah, let's see. See the morph on the regeneration? I can heal the heal over time is shorter but ticks faster and more often. That means I can heal 2 nearby allies for 10,476 over 16.5 seconds. But if you divide that by 16.5 seconds, it's really not as much as you think it is, especially if you're getting constantly damaged. But the mutagen to me is way better, because if If you or an ally are low on health, the heal over time is consumed to heal immediately, which means it doesn't take 16.5 seconds. It doesn't take the 20 which it takes now, but it'll actually heal immediately for only 3,219, and remove one hurtful effect. So it has that ability. Which I like. I mean, no one has 16.5 seconds when they only have below 15% health and they're constantly getting hit. So mutagen is what I'm going with. But I'm really not going to probably using that at all, because once I get that where I want it, 3,219 immediately, and it removes one harmful effect, I might keep that for a while, because this slams for 3,016 health. That's 3,219. So to me, that's better. This is better mutagen than that. This removes one harmful effect. So if someone's throwing poison on you, or some element that's causing more damage, that right there is not going to do it for you. So that's way better. Perhaps, and not only that, but this right here, look at the cost, 3,780 Magica, and that's only 2,160. So this is too much, considering you have this, which will give you the same, way more. It'll actually give you more health, plus it'll remove one harmful effect that quick. So that's way better. Right now I have a destruction staff slotted, and I'm going to change it around and use the restoration staff. Because I definitely need more heals. Or I could just... Yeah, but that's what's so good about all these different sets. Actually, I'm going to show you. I'm going to go to a station and show you what it looks like after I get out of this situation. Let's see, I'll shut that guy up for like 30 seconds. That's what's cool about that ability. For 30 seconds they're taking a nap. They can't do any kind of damage to me for 30 seconds. Oh, I like that one. See, look at him, he's still taking a dirt nap, and if I want to, I could just run off and leave him, and by the time he comes awake, oh yeah, let me get that book. Up, he's up, and I'm out. See you guys later. Looks like they're catching up with me, but I went invisible on them. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Use a little bit of that, and then I'm gone again. That guy, see, watch this. Boom, it's healing him. And I have it unlocked so it actually shows how much he's being healed for. And you can do that in the options. Go to options, go down to combat. There's the ability bar that shows you all the skills you have. There's the attribute bars. There's the number and percent, what actually shows you, like it shows I have 17.9k health, 91%. And when you look at the enemy, you can see how much health they have. Some of these bosses have over 1,000,000 health. That right away tells you that if you're running a character that only has maybe 20,000 health, and you're critical, it depends on your crit all the time. There's a weapon crit and a spell crit, depending on what you are, a sorcerer, magic, a night blade. Either way, you're gonna have to be able to put out some serious damage if you're gonna take on a boss that has over 1,000,000 in health. So basically, know your opponent. If you're going to go against a boss that has over 1,000,000 health, you might want to reconsider. But here, let's see, yeah, this way. I'm going to show you a crafting station. And yeah, he's pretty close. I'm doing that to him. Give me a clean breakaway. Because if they're close to you and they're able, if they hit you before you get to the door again, like within 15 seconds, you won't be able, it won't even allow you to leave. I'm going to show you what a crafting station looks like. That way, when you start leveling your character, you'll know what to do. Okay, let's see. Crafting station. Right there. Mark it on the map. You know what? I was thinking about your question. If there is a dragon shout, it's a passive. It's not an actual ability. I'm thinking it might be a. Man, they're really after me. Stun, and I'm out. I'm hidden. Look at that, hidden, which means no one sees you. Watch what happens when they look at me. See? They get confused. Unless they have an ability out that allows them to see what's going on. Check this out, crafting station. You go to the crafting station, you can create items based on how much material you have, what style you want, and what trait you want to put on it. That's not the set though. That's just the right trait right there. The actual set is hit R1, boom, there's a set. 5 pieces. It's called the Ashen Grip, or yeah, Ashen Grip. And let's see, 940 health, 114 weapon damage, 608 weapon crit. That's a lot. When you deal direct melee damage, you have a 10% chance to breathe fire to all enemies in front of you for 1076 flame damage. This can occur once every 4 seconds. That's a pretty good set, but I like the set I got on. It's called the White's Strake, and that's in Shadowfen. They give 767 health, 1903 spell resistance, 93 health, and when you take damage and you're under 30%, it pops up a damage shield for 8 seconds for 9,300. And you can use it once every 15 seconds. and that's what's keeping me alive. Every time my health goes below 30, I get a damage shield that absorbs 9,300 for 8 seconds. So I like that way better. But they have crafting stations all over. There are crafting stations all over. And that's what I like. Create, hit R1, and there you go. The Shirt of Ashen grip. You can create all these items. Alright, there's different styles depending on what you want. Depending on what level character you have. Let's see. And this is why it's good to learn how to craft, because you can make a lot of money in this game. New players all the time. People who want stuff crafted for them. People will pay to get certain sets. And this is how you do it. This is how you level up. You go to a location, either the clothing, the woodworking, or the iron. You picked up a piece while battling an enemy. You hit deconstruct. You find the pieces you want, and you hit X, then you hit square. And those are the things you're getting off of them. Look at that. Iron ingot, a ruby. Some of the things you can't get back, but there's a lot of stuff you can get off of deconstructing. See where it says blacksmithing? This is not even my crafting character. My crafting character is a level 50, so I'm probably not high enough to actually get stuff I want. And at the same time, when you go into skills and you check out blacksmithing, there are a lot of passives. Like that's one, allows you to use ingots. You're not a level 50 until you put 10 skills points in each one of these. Then there's the ore. Then there's the mining hireling, which they'll send you stuff in the mail every day. They'll send you all kind of stuff in the mail. In fact, let me check and see. See, look, social, mail. And this is not the mail to this character. This is the mail to another character. But all your characters actually, all your characters get the same mail. So whatever one character sees, they can all see. R3. It tells you what each of these do. Infuse, increase armor enchantment. That's for style, like whatever style. That's for style. That's increasing quality from normal to fine, which means every time you create a piece, you can make it way better. Hemming will actually make it go from normal white to green. Then there's another material that'll allow you to make it purple or blue. Blue's next, so there's white, green, blue, and then purple, and gold's the last. It depends on what's the highest quality you want of your stuff you're getting. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that's why it's important to deconstruct stuff. Watch this. Deconstruct. X. D to deconstruct. See how it keeps increasing on blacksmithing? So that means you had to find a whole bunch of stuff and deconstruct a whole lot of stuff to make that get to level 50. Now, there's styles. Here, watch this. I have a banker. Let's see. There's collections, assistants. I have a merchant and a banker. I'm going to use my banker. Bank, withdraw or deposits, the option. I'm going to show you what these crafting books look like. A lot of stuff in here, but low, at a higher level, you only get a motif book, which are like, or chapters. You only get chapters. Once you get it, certain crafts only give you chapters, which are going to be really small. You get maybe shield for one piece, axe for another, chest for another, and that's for the purples, and the chapters are for higher level characters. See, it says it requires rank 9. The highest is rank 10 or 11 maybe. That's for rank 8 right there. But since I have a whole bunch of these, watch, I'm gonna take one and I'm gonna show you what it does. You hit inventory, you go to supplies. These are recipes. If you want to learn how to cook stuff, you just walk around and you pick up stuff. All these crates everywhere, every place you go. And these recipes are real easy to pick up. But you read a recipe, at the top it tells you all you've learned it. But when you read a crafting book, this is what it looks like. I hit use, and that pops up. Achievement unlocked, racial style learned. And you don't have to read the book, but sometimes it's fun, especially if you're a reader. Once you read the book, it'll actually allow you to go, and when you go to craft something, watch this. Create. You go down here where it says, these are different styles right here. Nord right there. It just unlocked that ability for me to craft that. Traits are a different thing though. And traits take a long time. A 9 traits crafter is a person who's been at this for a long time, because when you go to research something, and it's usually based on stuff you have on your person, but it'll actually allow you to go into your bank. It'll remove stuff from your bank too, so you gotta watch out. Divines. If I hit research, it'll take that and see where it says divines. That's the trait. Like if I go into my inventory and I pull up clothing, you can see that everything, this has a trait called reinforced, that has a trait called sturdy, and most of the time when you want to research, you usually want to research off of something that's level or a purple at least. You don't have to, because you can always improve, but it's way better to research something that's purple. That way you don't have to improve stuff all the time. If you research something that's purple, it'll allow you to craft it and maybe even improve on it if you do improve on it after doing it at that level. But as you can see, if I wanted to improve that, see at the top it says normal, fine, superior, epic, and legendary. That's blue. See how it says it will take elegant lining to make that from a blue into a purple. These are the things you get like when you deconstruct stuff. If you're deconstructing something that's purple, a lot of times you'll get elegant lining from it. So the color usually lets you know what's going on. If you're trying to find a lot of elegant lining, then you want to deconstruct something that's purple. If you're trying to find something that's blue, then you usually want to deconstruct something that's blue and of that style. But researching again. See all those different, there's 9 different traits on each, look at that, light 9. Just for the robe is 9 traits, and each trait, watch this, I'm going to go ahead and Let's see, reduces cost of sprint by 50% while sprinting, restoring. Yeah, I'll sacrifice it just for this. Watch this. Research trait. Nah, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna find something that's cheap. No. I'm gonna have to find something that's on my person. Because practically everything in my bank is a purple. And has come from a dungeon. That one I crafted earlier, so I'm on another character, so I'm gonna do that one. Watch this. Research trait. Bam. It's gonna destroy it, but it's gonna give me the ability to put increased experience gain from kills 10% when I craft anything. At the same time, I think it might take more items to craft it. Oh, let's see. So that's what researching does. This takes a long time. You see that it shows that it's going to take 5 hours and 23 minutes just to research that. I'm not going to sit here for 5 hours and 23 minutes and watch this. Sometimes crafting or researching an item takes close to a month. So as you can see, people that are actually crafting a lot of things, it takes a while. It's just not going to be overnight. I have at least 7 traits on a belt as far as medium. Everything else I have 1 trait left on. Everything else I have 1 trait only left. And it's still taking me time to become 9 traits. But after that's done, I'll be able to craft anything. I've gotten a lot of recipes, a lot of books. So I'll be able to make some good stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna log off here and go to another character. Let's see, I'm going to go back to my new character. I'm really trying to get that character going. As soon as he hits level 50, all those champion points hit. Every character that I have that has hit level 50 is at 433 right now. So all you have to do, all the champion points go. Oh my god, dude, I'm still in a group with this guy. Let's see if I can get out of the group now. Finally. Yeah, before it wouldn't even let me get out of the group. Alright, so let's see. Have I done this dungeon? Nope, I haven't. Yeah, this is what happens. So if you look, see how the armor is slowly, each piece is lowering its value. As you take damage, it's gonna make the armor lose strength. Then you have to go to a merchant. Although I have one on me, I can't. It won't allow me to restore my armor. This is actually the fence. When you steal something, if you go into your inventory, you can see that it is stolen, which means you can't even sell it. You can deconstruct it maybe. I don't think I have anything stolen on me. If somebody sees you stealing, you automatically get a bounty, which sucks. Or if you kill an animal or something in public or something like that. See, watch, I'll talk to this guy. Vince. Oh, okay, I have a couple items that have been stolen, or that I stole actually. Grants major endurance, which increases your stamina regen by 20% for 5.1 seconds. Which, I mean, it's usable. I could sell that to him and make a profit. I could sell those and make a profit. But I used to have a bounty, which was the reason I came in here. But since I've been off of this character, the bounty itself has rolled off. Because each minute part of your bounty gets lower and lower and lower. So I'm going to go here, talk to the guy, launder it. This is what happens when if you get killed by a guard, everything you stolen gets taken off. Every single item that you stole gets removed off your person. So if you found something very valuable, like let's say you were in a Thieves Guild mission, and in that mission you're told to go somewhere and steal an item. If you get stopped by a guard because you got saw stealing that, when you get killed, everything you stole gets taken. So that item that you were trying to steal is no longer on your person. What you do is you come into these thieves' dens, outlaw, refuse, and you sell it to this guy. Or you launder it. It costs money. It only costs 2 cents to launder that. Buy for that. Okay, now it's laundered. If I go into supplies, slottable items, actually, you see the red item. It's not red on the left, indicating it's stolen. So I just laundered that. What the hell? That is funny. Okay, so I just showed you how to launder. That's some of the basics. Okay, now my character can do its own thing. Let's see. Oh yeah, and check this out. When you're doing, let's say, sky shard hunting, I go to all these different locations and I get a sky shard, which there's 15 in each location. No, actually 16. Stone Falls has 16. Deshaun has 16. Shadowfen has 16. The Rift has 16. That means you get 5 skill points for each area, I guess. 5 for each area, which is pretty good. So if you don't want to wait to level up, you can go to any one of these areas and end up with 5 skill points just by going and getting all the sky shards, which means, let's see, 1 or 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 55, 60, 65, 70, 100, 105, at least, if not more, 110 skill points above reaching level 50. Just from, you know, once you reach level 50, you don't acquire any more skill points. You get CP, champion points. So, all this right here, of you being able to put skill points in here, and each of your abilities goes away. Not that you can't get any more skill points, because all you have to do is look for sky shards. But once you reach level 50, you start acquiring this. Champion points. This is a system where you don't put any of this, like that 15 right there is 15 levels. That 10 right there is 10 levels. That 75 right there is actually 75 levels. So after 50, you keep going. You can go up to 630. I've seen people at 7 something. And those are all levels. So once you hit level 50, you go to 1 CP, and you can get like 700 CP at least. So, and all those go into these areas right here, the champion point system, which should allow you to build a better character. Then there's campaigns where you can travel. It's all PvP area though. You're fighting other players. You're fighting nothing but other players. And that's here in Cyrodiil. There's castles all over here. Like each one of these little squares is a castle. All these are castles. And you're fighting other characters. And they use all kind of equipment. Battering rams to bring down the front gate. You lob mortars at them. You're doing a lot of battles back and forth. Yellow's usually down there. Red's usually in this area. And blue's usually in this area. And you just take castles. You take these castles here. Red takes castles here. And red will go down and try to take yellow's castles. At the same time, each castle has scrolls. Well, not each one, but you usually have a set of scrolls for yellow, a set of scrolls for red, and a set of scrolls for blue. And a lot of time, red will go over to blue or yellow and take their scrolls and bring them all the way back up to here, while taking these castles here, which stops the yellow from just coming up and trying to grab the scrolls. So you can get pretty strategic in here. But at the same time, there's dungeons underneath here. If you feel you've had a feel of PvP and want to take a break, you can go and hit the dungeons underneath. Which a lot of times it's not PvP. But if another character sees you in there fighting CP or other characters, non-person players, then or non-person characters, then they can kill you still. But yeah, it's fun. And there's your journal. Let's say you go and check out some what do you call it, sky shards, and you can't remember if you got a certain one. You go into achievements, you can go into character, and it pretty much tells you all the things you've done. It keeps a list of all the things you've done. Basically, you can unlock so much stuff in this game. Sky shards, those are all the different locations I got to get one. And 5 of these, or 3 of these, is 1. So you can see basically that it ends up being up to 5. It says 15. let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, but there's actually 16. It says 15, but there's actually 16. These are all the different locations. Look at that. Achievement points, I get 50 if I get all the see, I got Stone Falls there. Look at all these different locations. I have to get 16 sky shards from. I've been into Sean. Let's see. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. See, it tells me where I need to go to actually get the next one. Then there's crafting. It tells you what you've unlocked as far as crafting. Then there's dungeons, dungeon achievements. So there's a lot of basics. A lot of basics to this game. This game is filled with all kind of things to do. All kind of upgrades. You can change the appearance of your character, different hairstyles, facial hair, facial accessories, costumes, and you can even color the costumes. Say like the armor I got on right now, if I didn't like it, I could wear a costume over it and color the costume. That way I didn't have to look at the armor at all. Then there's body marking, different tattoos you can wear, different types of skin, personalities, and polymorphs. This is a pretty low character, so you're not going to see a lot, but that's basically a rundown on what Elder Scrolls is like. Please like, subscribe, and send questions so that I can answer them for you. This is the Crown Store. All the different things you can buy. That's where I got my merchant and my banker. You can buy a house, and you can even furnish, and you can even learn a skill line which allows you to make furniture and stuff like that. But if you don't want to do it the hard way, for you to have a 9 to 5, if you're desperate, you can buy. You can buy your way there. Well, there's your basics on ESO.